Hello guys and welcome to Italy, or as I say in Italian, Benvenuto in Italia, which is probably not a very good Italian accent, but anyway, yeah, here we are, Italia DLC, and about a month late to the game of getting this, but it was for Steam sale, and I know this DLC wasn't strictly on sale, but it was a bundle which meant I could get the France one and this one, which I hadn't got, as either of them for a discounted price. But yeah, today we are going to be hauling some marble. It looks a bit lonely on its own over there, but that one big chunk of marble weighs 22 tons. So I just thought it's just a big fun to drive. It's just slightly different to your general random trailer. And yeah, it just looks interesting. And it's slightly quite heavy actually, 22 tons. But yeah, anyway, we're going to show you a map and then we'll get on with the journey. Okay, so this is what is added in the Italia DLC when you download it. The top 4 cities here, I think Torino, Milano, Verona and Venezia, are all in normal, without the normal base game without the add-on. And obviously things like Milano, that didn't used to look like that, but they basically upgraded it and gave it a little bit of a new look over and completely rebuilt it. But these are all the cities. You've got Palermo, Catania, Messina, Villa San Giovanni, Catanzaro, Taranto, Bari, Napoli, Cassino, Roma, Pescara, Terni, Ancona, Livorno, probably, Firenze, probably, Bologna, Venezia, Verona, Susara, Parma, Genova, Livorno, and yeah, I think that's the ones which are added anyway. Excuse any pronunciation, although hopefully it sound completely rubbish. But yeah, these are basically what's been added. As you can see, some cities like Rome are quite built up and big. Some areas are quite rural, like between here, presumably where like the mountains are, and as you get towards the Alps, you'll probably get quite fun as well, and Dolomites in this area. So yeah, quite a decent add-on, I think, quite a lot added, and it just means that you now can go down to Italy. But in today's video, we are going to be driving from Palermo here, along the top of the Isle of, what's it called? That Isle, Sicily. Yeah, Sicily. Across Sicily, across the quick ferry crossing here, to Via San Giovanni, up here, and then to Catanzaro over there. So just a short hop along the south of Italy. If you like it, then I can do loads more. I can probably drive further up and do, I don't know, some more motorway ones, or some ones in the countryside over here, or mountains, or whatever it is. But yeah, that's what I'm doing in today's video. So we're just going to drive along the north of there and over. Won't take us too long, but it's about 400 kilometres, so should be good fun. Okay, there you are. So that's kind of an overview of what you get in the Italia DLC. Now let's get inside here, because it's really annoying noise outside. But yeah, so that's an overview of what you get in terms of review. Obviously, I'm not going to do a full-scale first look video and review, because that I should have done about 1 month ago if I wanted to. But it's not been on my channel, so I thought I'll just show you what there is in case you are interested. But mainly it's just about me having a drive in this map and just looking at it, and straight away I can see there's a completely different feel to the other maps they made, because generally it's Europe is quite lush and green on the whole until you get down towards the Mediterranean. This is very kind of, well, almost sun-kissed and things, and quite almost, I wouldn't say not deserty, because it's not, but kind of very sort of more warmer, so there's less greenery and less rain, and a bit more kind of starved water almost sort of feel. And I like that, because it reflects how it is in this part of, well, near the Mediterranean, in this part of Europe. Whereas things like Scandinavia seemed a lot more mountainous and rugged, like it is, and the France DLC seemed, well, like France essentially. So quite green, but at the same time in the south of France a little bit more like this. But one thing I'll be interested to see is if you did a full-length journey of the whole of the Italia DLC, so from this area all the way up to the Alps, I would be interested to see whether the greenery changed, because as you get up towards the Alps in Italy, it does become a lot greener, and if they did that, which I presume they would have, it will be very realistic and make it seem really like a realistic map to do. But I like how it's a different feel to the other bits they've done, because like Germany, which is UK, like things like Austria, Czechoslovakia, and all those other countries within Euro Truck Simulator 2, they're quite green as countries, because they get quite a lot of rain, and they're more towards northern Europe. And France is kind of a bit cross between. It changes as you go along, but France is kind of, once again, not quite so sunny all the time. It does get quite a bit of rain. Meanwhile here, it is very much Mediterranean area and very sunny. So yeah, I find that quite interesting that they've, well, not interesting, I find it quite good that they've done that immediately. That's one of the first impressions I get, because it does feel like you're driving in Italy and not just in an extra part of, well, Europe. So it feels like they have put a lot of effort into making it very different, but they make it have a different feel. So that's nice. In terms of what other add-ons I'd like to see, well, England and Germany, I think, need an overhaul, because they both came from where we used to have UK Truck Simulator and German Truck Simulator. That was all just ported over from there. So that they're all getting a bit dated, really, both of those countries. But I think Spain is where I speculate they'll next go into. Either Spain or Russia, but I think Spain, because that's kind of a whole of the Iberian Peninsula, if I'm going to be fancy calling it that, hasn't actually been featured yet. And Spain and Portugal, there'll be quite a lot to do, so it'll be quite interesting to see that, and it'll probably have a pretty similar feel to Italy in that sense. But yeah, anyway, enough kind of talking about random things, just look at the nice scenery. I guess you come watch these videos for random talking, don't you? But yeah, anyway, it's quite pretty around here, really, cars and things, and it does feel like it's very warm and kind of getting towards the area where it doesn't get much rain, really, is what it feels like down here. It's quite nice. Are my lights on? Yeah, side lights. That's pretty good. Okay. Anyway, as you can see, the roads kind of were very narrow back up there as well, so that kind of shows, it kind of probably reflects different like road networks in terms of Italy probably not having quite as good infrastructure as places like France or Germany. And that shows, but anyway, I think we need to, where are we going? Okay, we're going across the top, so we need to turn, do a sort of U-turn thing over here. Try not to get any speed off at level 67 as well. We can get away with 10%. So, speed just dropped there to 40. Quite a slow 40 really, isn't it? 40 kilometres per hour. Only about like 25 miles per hour. Okay, motorway. Don't know how fast it is, but it'll work that out. Couldn't read the sign, but yeah. One thing I am always impressed with SES Software's maps is that the signs are always quite reflective of that country. Like, I know I've just been playing in the France DLC. I'll probably do a video on that in about a few weeks' time and things if you're interested. But look, playing in France, there's a very special feel there in terms of I know what France is like from being there and things. Got car limit, not truck limit, just noticed. But I know from France they got a distinct sign. There's 3 signs because each country has slightly different like signing systems, and the French ones are pretty much identical to what you get in France, and I presume the Italian ones are yet again different and will reflect what they look like in Italy, which I quite like. And yeah, it's quite good. Anyway, let's go into gear 11. Shouldn't be too long. 348 kilometres in a short road trip, about 10 kilometres of that. Anyway, going for the services here. Yeah, see, look, it's also in Italian, all the services. And then a French add-on, it was called Air, do whatever, or did if you're masculine or feminine. In Italy, presumably, it's written in Italian, obviously, because it would be more realistic that way, which is nice to see. Anyway, I'm not too sure where we're going now. I think it's quite slow, 80 kilometres per hour for speed limit, isn't it? Messina or Catania? I think we're going to Messina, probably. I hope I'm pronouncing these correctly. If it was France, I would be a lot more confident pronouncing it because I've studied French and I know it. Italian I don't, but I kind of, yeah, I think that's, 600 metres is that saying, after you stazioni. 600 metres, quite high up over here then, aren't we? I think, yeah, I feel like I was reading on the forums, the SES Software blog, and I think they put a lot of effort into the whole Isles of Sicily area. Because it's not Isles of Scilly, I need to make sure, make a mental note, it's not Isles of Scilly, because that's the one of Cornwall, isn't it? Sicily. Anyway. There we are, through the toll. Where was I? Yeah, apparently they put a lot of effort into this island area, because there's a lot to come in. There's like 3 major cities, and Mount Etna, and mountains, and coast, and everything, so I feel like, looking at it, I think they've done quite a nice job. The only thing they haven't done is be complete lack of lane discipline in Italy, but I guess the AI automatically reflects that. Because I don't know about you, but I think from what I know, Italy's not got its lane discipline. I don't lay-by over there. Yeah, all white. All that like mountain disappear. So, it's quite nice that it told you the altitude back there. Nice switch. There we are. I think 80 kilometers per hour is probably the truck speed limit in the city then, right? Those things. Slower in some places. Road limit's 130 though, I think. Anyway, into this tunnel. Don't know where it's going to take us out. There we are. Put our lights on and put our foot down a bit more. I want to get up to 80. That'd be quite nice. More speed going. It will accelerate more slowly with vehicles. It is 22 tons of stuff. Of what is it? Of destination Catanzaro, costruzione de edifici. Let me just think. Right. Give me a screenshot. Oh, right, I'll screenshot. Let's get a screenshot. Sorry. Carry on. Yeah, we'll continue. Oh yeah, costruzione di edifici. I think is how that's pronounced. Looking at it, there's lot. I think the difference is French is kind of more like construire. I think it's construire is construction. Italian is more like costruzione. They always have an uni on it. It's a bit more dramatic. More flamboyant language. Whoa, look at that bridge, right, it's huge. Really high up over here, that's quite impressive really. We do need to refuel at some point though. I'm already quite liking driving through the island of Sicily. Not silly, Sicily. Not Isles either, island of Sicily. Sicily. If I ever get it wrong and it's not really Sicily, I'm going to be... oh dear, that'll be hilarious. But it's not Island of Sicily, that's... I know that way off Cornwall. Off Land's End. Completely different thing. Whoa! I probably maybe... I might just start paying attention. That will... Probably ought to start paying attention to the road, but it is quite pretty out here, I will say. Yeah, I really need to start paying attention to the road instead of going, oh, this is beautiful. Go to this lane. Cars come in. I am speeding, I'm aware, but yeah. Don't shout at me. Don't think I've got a speeding fine yet. But I've got one, not sure. Got 120,000 though. Altitude station 600 meters again. I'll tell you if I'm saying what the altitude of the... I'll tell you it's altitude. I take it as altitude. I'm not sure. But I don't know what else ALT would be. Telepass via card. That's for telepass. We'll presumably go up to a toll booth, aren't we? There we are. All the chaos you get as you come out of the toll booth when everyone knows what lane we're in. Nice simulated there. It's quite chaotic though, because like those are lanes and everyone just merges back together, which is quite fun. Especially like when you're in France and things and everyone's trying to accelerate up to motorway limits when you're in a car. Okay, into another tunnel. And then yeah, we're nearly getting up to Messina. I don't know if you can see our Etna from here. It might be a bit able to way. Into another tunnel. Quite a lot of tunnels, aren't there? All over the place really. Oh, there goes a car. It's flying along. One thing I've noticed with police cars, 'cause I've not played this game for a while, they are kind of related to that country, and they do look like the ones in that country. Like the French ones. I saw some of the gendarmerie, and they did look like the gendarmerie. Sure, but they did look like the cars they use. Okay, so indicate off here. Let's turn off the lights. No. Okay, 40. Slow down. Right. Ooh, there we are. Gear 10 probably do it. And off the motorway now, so I think we actually get to go through Messina here. Yeah, and then to get to the ferry port. Should be quite nice. Wow, does look quite Italian, doesn't it? That style. Quite impressive. I like this add-on. Yeah, the quality in these new add-ons have got though is so much better than the original routes, I must say. Ooh, it's got lane discipline. Ooh, right. Let's slow down. Right, okay. Right. Nice, this. We get to go through a big arch ahead, because this, oh yeah, it kind of, I think it shows the whole Asian side of Italy, because it is quite an old country with a whole Roman Empire and things, isn't it? So, are we going over? Oh, all the signs for ferries. I presume that is. We are going to a ferry port, I think, aren't we? 50 through here. Let's just try not to go too quickly. We want to get caught for speeding, but that's never nice. We are discovered it. I do like that big viaduct thing. Oh, it's a railway viaduct. Quite impressive, that. Viaduct for distance. Oh, red signal. Didn't notice. Oh well. Too busy paying attention to the things and didn't know how much red came up. Probably ought to just start actually properly paying attention to what's going on, shouldn't I really? Porto. Ahead. Porto. I don't know if you would do a roll of the tongue, probably. The cars behind us. Right, oh, off we go. Yeah, so it doesn't have a yellow thing on this, does it? I don't do that in France either. Well, that looks quite familiar, that bridge. Yeah, there's a car undertaking me, so I can't put it over. So what the docks like over in, well, Messina dock, aren't we? You've got the docks like. Big ferry over there. Just don't want to get anyone in a blind spot, is my worry there. Wow. Big ferry, big block of marble. Oh, it's a little bit daft block of marble. That's surely there. There we are. Boarding the ferry, Stella Line. Right. And parkour. Okay, so 20 minutes across the coast to Villa San Giovanni. We're quite close together at the island, really, aren't we? Yeah, this is kind of quite close, so only a short journey. Quite nice to simulate the loading up a ferry, so like vehicle you have to wait in it until people drive out. That'd be quite interesting. Thinking, regardless, it'd be quite nice to have to queue behind people to get out. Well, not queue for ages, because that'd be boring, but like a small bit would be quite interesting. Mechanics. Right, here we are. Let's get the ferry. Ooh, anyway, it's not like, is there like a bridge? Go over. It might actually, there might be a train across to the island. Eco di miele in Italia. Or eco di miele in Italia. Anyway, there we are. Don't know why I'm just doing random Italian accents. Probably not very good, are they? Anyway, right, we get gear 10. Probably ought to stop. Yeah. Good. There we are. On. Some throttle. We'll try not to cut corner. Wouldn't be very useful. Right. Now fifth gear here. Sorry for a bit of lag here. There's been a bit, I think probably quite a lot of load. It's very detailed really. What we're loading. Very realistic looking. Gear A and onto the main road by the looks of things. Random split here. 40 through here. Oh, yeah, a weird little car park thing. Oh yeah, what that is. There's a good thing there. Yeah. See, I'm not driving very well. I'm too busy looking around and all this nighttime pressure over here is a problem. Right, anyway, onto the main road. Probably shouldn't go 40. That seems really slow 40. It's been really not very. That seems not very cool for this bit of road. To say we're actually leaving the city. We look all covered up. We can't go to it right now because it won't let us. Not because you can't, but because the game won't let us, essentially. Yeah, I think we. So what's going on there to the left? Got like an extra. Oh, okay. Oh no, okay. So we're just joining up the main road a minute. Presumably separates around, doesn't it? Okay, 70 we can get to. Right. Put down the foot. Get some more speed going. Not too far, we're about 10 minutes left, isn't it now? I do like this map add-on for the Italia one. It's very detailed and very nice, and I think it does. And adding all of them, so you've got the Going East DLC. It's not the best in terms of detail, but it's not rubbish either. It's like it's okay. It's a bit dated, but it's not rubbish. So you've got the Going East DLC. And then you got the Scandinavia DLC, which is very nice. Vive la France, which is very nice, and this one, which is lovely. So you got like, if you get all the add-ons, you got loads of really nice add-ons. It really extends your map. The base one is only really the UK, Germany, bit of France, and then a few countries in between. Really, speeding. Oh, that was a bit unfair. That. It's an 80 km/h limit. I was going 89. Normally they give you like a bit, like 10% plus 2 to us. Whoa! Oh gosh. Must be a police car behind me. Might slow down. Really, I'm going to get slaughtered. Because every time I go to 89, it'll get me, won't it? Police car. Yep, there we are. Police car behind me. I'll slow down for it. I'm going to put cruise control on, I think. Let's put it at 80. Maybe we'll have zero tolerance in Italy, you never know. This seemed quite severe, that. I was only going slightly, but I'm pretty sure legally police cars need to follow you for quite a long distance before they give you a fine. I don't know how accurate that was. Can't really just do that. That was just a bit like, oh, really speedy. Whoa, this is, wow. Wow, look at that. Look, whoa, okay. I think I might need a screenshot. Full driving in Italy thing. I'll put it 84, I think it's pretty fair. But police car gets out of the way. Which it doesn't seem to want to be doing. Probably wants to just get me, doesn't it? Come on, is our police car ever going to move over? Or does he just want to catch me every time I go over 88? A bit too close to that. No retarders a problem, so I'll just go down the hill. Whoa, okay. A bit too quickly here. For my liking. Actually, I've got that police car behind me. Yeah, not the best to go up. We still go downhill. Free reading. Yeah, seems to be going quite quickly. We've got no power on here, and we're keeping at 87. Yeah. Getting dark. My lights on before a policeman gets grumpy and goes, oh, you got your lights on. That's another one, but getting fed up with these speeding offences. Like, I've got 3 in a row there for going 1 km/h above his tolerance. That's only because I've been going down a massive hill. It's just ridiculous. Oh, what about fuel? Oh, goodness. Maybe we should have gone to that service station. Okay. Right. We need to go in here. Great. Brilliant! If it said that 5 seconds earlier, I would have been fine. That's ridiculous. Right, where are we near? Let's try and... Right, okay. Go to Cats and Zavo. Okay. Right, here, now. Yeah, now I'm out of fuel. Okay, let's try and get back to the fuel station, fill us up, and then we can finish the last bit on foot. So. Very good, there we are. Just fill up, casually. Don't know why, it should tell me when my fuel's low, really. And it should have told me slightly earlier, so I could have actually have gone into the fuel station. Instead of just when I was alongside it. But, there we are, 600 litre tank. Hopefully, oh, diesel, probably not good to run entering the diesel, is it? But anyway. There we are, a bit cheaty, yes, but done my job. We'll get rid of that blooming police officer now, won't we? And for this last bit, now it's getting dark. I'm actually just going to concentrate on the journey to prove that actually when I can drive. But what's he doing? Okay then, you could have moved over when you saw a vehicle there, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, let's just pay a bit of attention now. That was irritating, that. But no harm done. I think it's the combination of looking around at the scenery, talking, right, it's kind of making that I'm losing concentration a bit. Normally, I'm fine. In theory, in honesty, I should have probably not been setting my cruise control to 84 and going 89. I was going down a hill there for the speed. We're getting speeding fines, so it's kind of just irritating the way it works out at the end. Oh, okay, where are we going? Not airport. No, it wants me to move over. I made this mistake before because we split off, and if you're not careful, you end up having to do a mad dash across the lane to avoid going to the aeroporto. Aeroporto. I think that's pretty better accent. You're more flamboyant with your voice. You're speaking Italiano. There we are. Anyway, okay, 70 now. Probably should put it on 11. There we are. We'll do the job nicely. Good. 280 now. The other thing is, was a policeman giving most fines, so it was like £3,000 in just that one little bit there. It's just irritating, really. That happens. Let him by, then I'll move out. And overtake this ITCC gas tank thing. My marble. Don't really know how you can damage marble. It's in the trailer's damage. You can't damage marble, can you? Really that easily. Oh, everyone's moving over now. It's gonna be fun. Oh, whoa, why have you? Whoa! Why have you just stopped? It's really gone really. It's just off going really slowly up there. It's a 70 limit. Driving about 40. Really slow. Maybe I hadn't really stopped. It was going slower than it could have been. No, my misjudgment that. But anyway, I don't overbrake him or anything. Anyway, here we are, nearly finished that. I do apologise for the slightly erratic driving in places. Just about I've been looking outside, and when you look outside, you kind of lose what's going on, really. It's pretty bad. Anyway, here we are. We've got a marble up the builder's yard. Did I say builder's lard? Okay, right. Good. Joystick. Let's do, where do you need it? Park it properly. Okay. Right, so well, this looks quite difficult actually with strong. I think the best way to do is loop around here and then reverse backwards. So like drive it around the front to here. Try not to hit that skiff away, which I've just done. it's turning very electrical weight to the back of the axles. It's kind of being very responsive to what I'm doing. Oh, right, I've left that too late. I'll just press enter. Right, fair enough. That's the job finished. I need to park it then, do I? Oh, it's not gone well. It's not gone well, that journey at all. I got caught by speeding 3 times. Let's put it on some ADR. Got caught by speeding 3 times. Ran out of fuel. I had to tell myself back and then made a me in a parking it. But there we are. That is the Italia DLC. It is beautiful. Just don't look out the window at it, because otherwise you'll get yourself told off. But there we are. That is fun. Anyway, oh dear. It's always fun to have a bit of fun when you're driving. It's always interesting, isn't it? Anyway, there we are. Let's end that there. Right, there we are. So, thank you for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.